All right. What's Forrest Gump's Wi-Fi password?
I don't know.
1 Forrest 1.
I hate this place. That's actually is not as bad. I really was expecting it to be Jenny based. I like that though. All right. Intro. Welcome back, everyone, to the Nonsense Podcast. I'm your host, F. Bob. With me again for the third streak, the trifecta, the trilogy, Mr. Henny, Mr. AKA, Mr. Everything Else Under the Sun, because I can't remember all them bitches either.
Yeah. What's good, y'all? It is your boy Invincible, AKA Podcast Poppy, AKA Henny F. Saye, AKA New Mr. Talk No Jutsu, AKA New One, Dreadlock Tanjiro.
No
What's
shit.
good, that's a planned cosplay. My hair is about the length of his. I got in a couple months. I'm gonna get the outfit. I'm gonna get a replica sword, and I'm gonna do like a spray rinse. And I'm gonna go somewhere.
No shit.
Yeah.
I like that. Well, congratulations on the journey, as they all say. Wait till I get mine. I know. I'm working on it because I'm going on vacation soon.
For sure.
So I want to get my hair done a good enough time before it.
Mm-hmm.
And between then, me getting my hair done, and like the end of a month or so, that'll be the first time I'm starting to see a lot of people I haven't seen in a while. So I really want that big dramatic, like, you ain't seen me in a while. Hopefully I drop a couple pounds and then get my hair done nice. It's gonna be lovely.
Okay.
I'm back in the gym, which I'm gonna start doing on TikTok, which would be nice. I'm actually taking my shit. Yeah, man. I'm trying to get my shit together. Being fat sucks, man. I like the process. Now, if anybody want to talk about a journey, the fat journey is lovely.
26 years of this biatch.
It is lovely, but that initial getting back into shape, especially because I was an athlete in high school, that shit sucks. Realizing that you're old and out of shape at the same time, it's like, fuck.
I don't know how you have time to do all the shit that you do, because you work where I work, and I don't be having time for none of this shit.
It's easy, man. Just like we said in the previous episode, man. A minute is a long ass time. It's a long ass time. You just gotta squeeze shit in where you can, man.
Yes. Okay. Yes. I forgot. Yeah, okay. That you actually have some shit. All I had is like 2 weights. That's all I got at the crib.
Well, yeah. I mean, I got a row machine. I got a row machine and some resistance bands. That's for me to stay in shape at the house. I re-signed up my gym membership, so we going back to LA Fitness. I'm not fucking around. I'm hitting that good old treadmill, that elliptical that be kicking my ass. It's the stair climb I'm afraid of. That shit is finna fuck me up again. And I know it, and I'm not looking forward to it. But it is what it is, man. I'm over 300, and I don't like it. My target weight is 260, which is a shit-ass target weight, mind you. Because that's still obese. Like, that's obese to most motherfuckers. And I'm like, 260 is obese? Shit.
But steps.
Yeah, no, I'm going to start there.
Yeah.
Enough to not have, a heart attack and diabetes is pretty much all I'm asking for. I ain't trying to look good. I'm just trying not to die. At least not stupidly.
Yeah, no.
But anyway, how you been? What's been going on?
I have been well. I've just been working. I've been working. I've been streaming
I've noticed
a little bit more.
I've noticed.
I have not streamed this weekend. Maybe some point today.
There you
but
go.
I also wanted to have a chill weekend with me and my girl. We hung out a lot yesterday, and maybe chill today, or if not, then I'll stream if we're just doing some solo shit.
That's good.
We had a Friday.
Yes,
it was a good Friday.
Yes, we did. I completely forgot about it. Not even in a bad way. It's just, damn, that was just a few days ago.
Yeah.
So I took the man out and I fucked up because I was supposed to be recording F and Eats, and if any place to record an F and Eats would have been Kira Sushi, I'll do like a little clip snippet thing later on. But we took him out to Kira Sushi, a couple of the guys. Most authentic sushi place in Chicago. Like
Yes.
like most people are like, what do you mean authentic? Like I've seen Japanese people go to Akira and be like, this is legit. This
Most
is
of them were when the other patrons.
Yep. So they know. They know what they're getting. So really good spot. There's one out in Woodfield Mall, Schaumburg area. They're opening up a new one a little further south.
Okay.
So it'll be a little closer to work, so we can actually go without driving ass out the way.
Hey, if anybody sees it, sponsor episode of F and Eats.
I would love to, 100%. But I will definitely be doing a new extra little clip because it was worth it. We spent almost $400 again, but it was worth it. I keep telling everybody, for 6 people, $400 at a sushi place with our level of ignorance, best time.
And then we hit the arcade after.
Which I was not expecting.
That was dope. I have not been to an arcade since one of my god kids' birthdays was at like Chuck E. Cheese.
No
and that
shit.
was like 2012. And 2014, actually.
Damn. Yeah. Damn, that's a long ass time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that shit was dope. I wasn't expecting to bust ass on what I bust ass on, G. I'm a little more fucking athletically inclined than I thought. That fucking basketball shit was decent.
100%, man. You tapped into Mamba mentality in a heartbeat.
That fucking bowling shit was decent. my first run was way better than my second run, though.
True. But still solid. That's what I said. Once I seen it, I'm like, yo, there's a bowling alley. Literally on the opposite side. I'm like, we could just bowl. I'm like, damn, man, I wish I could bowl like that. My back is still a little fucked up, so I knew I wasn't scooping my ass anywhere near down that far, but I watch for the entertainment factor.
But actually, shout out to my dad. My dad used to take us bowling, and we used to go to Lucky Strike. I forgot where the fuck.
There. I know where that is.
Yeah, I forgot where the fuck that was, but we used to go to Lucky Strike, and there they have a bowling alley and a pool table.
Decent.
So that's where I learned to play pool.
I've never played pool in person before, and everybody's been on my ass like you gotta at least try.
Man, I ain't a badass, but I know how to make that motherfucker jump now. Look, I can't. I have won a game off a jump.
That's decent.
Somebody tried to play defense. It was my brother-in-law. He tried to play defense. I jumped this shit and won. I was you thought fucking defense. Yeah, okay.
I didn't even know it was like that, dude.
Yeah.
I thought it was just lucky to draw shit.
No, you can play defense in pool.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah.
Dude, shout out to Yahoo Pool. That's the limit 8 ball. That's as far as I go.
8 ball on the phone.
Hell yeah, man. I played the shit out of that, man, with the extra arrows to tell me where the fuck I'm aiming. That's as far as I went. I had a pool table when I was a kid, though. I ain't gonna say that. I had one of them pool table ski ball setups that you flip upside down and shit.
Speaking of fucking K-Dub and
I don't think he has.
He ain't got.
Fuck it. He gets an actual name. Okay. He gets his actual name.
Okay. K-Dub and Victor was going to fucking war on that fucking air hockey team.
100%. So shout out Vic. You asked for a shout out. This is your shout out.
And
that fucking drifting racing.
Yeah, that drift shit.
That shit was intense as fuck. See, he fucked himself because he wanted to go all Billy Badass with the shifting gears and shit. Yeah. But the hate was real. See, my girl has 100% played me in Mario Kart one time too many, so the aggression is there. The aggression was all
for sure.
100% like a good time and a missed opportunity because I didn't record a fucking ounce of it. That was some shit you got to have a GoPro on. I even had a chance to tap into my fucking inner rock star again. I hadn't played Guitar Hero in so fucking long, and it was pissing me off that I was bad at it. It's still like to this day, it's still like eating me up a little bit to the point where I'm gonna start playing Clone Hero. You
hit the high score on the machine though.
Look, man,
by like a large margin.
It wasn't high enough.
Like the other high score was like it was 16, and you hit like 213. Like it was like.
It was 236,000. I remember.
Okay.
I beat him by a full 30,000, but it wasn't enough. Because again, and the reason why I say that is I went competition for a good minute.
Oh damn!
So I was competition level. I don't know if I ever told you the story, but when Rock Band was a thing, now mind you, Rock Band competitions were serious. Like they had a stage, smoke, lights, niggas was dressing up. Shit was extra real.
Damn.
They rated you not on how well you played the game, but it was game,
overall,
performance, costume, all of that shit added up.
Fuck.
And it was me and my brothers.
Please tell me you have a picture of you in costume.
No, I wish. Me and my brothers were supposed to go and play.
Did you Jimi Hendrix it?
I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you that. Do not let me forget that Jimi Hendrix recline. So me and my brothers were supposed to go, and these niggas flaked on me.
Oh.
So I'm fucked. But I'm like, fuck it. I'm already here. I'm just gonna see what's up, you know. So I show up, and it was like, hey, are you competing? I was like, I was supposed to, but my brothers didn't show up. So I'm screwed. It was and mine was for Q101 radio station. So that's how like entrance and shit was. So I was like, yeah, no, they just kind of dipped on me. So I'm just gonna watch. And they were like, no, go ahead, just play anyway. And I'm like, I can't. I'm by myself. And they're like, we'll do this. We'll let everybody go up. You just do each instrument separate if you can, and we'll just see what we can give you. I went up there. I killed the drums. I played Maps, which is a great song if anybody's ever played it. Maps, I don't remember who's the band. That was a hard-ass song. I played Maps. And then for guitar and mic, I did simultaneously, which is the first time I had ever done it. And I just I knocked that out of the park. Doubling up like that. Motherfuckers thought I was professional.
Okay.
And I killed it. I ranked 4th for the simple fact I did not have a band. It was like, we wanted to rate you higher, but it would at that point be kind of unfair for people who showed up fully.
Yeah.
So
damn,
it sucked. But I got a free copy of Green Day Rock Band, which was the shit. I got 4th. I got a nice little mini trophy that I broke like a couple weeks later, because it was a little toy trophy. It wasn't shit to me, but the memory was enough. I still got the Green Day Rock Band. It was all worth it in the end for me. But I really wish that I could have kept doing it. I think that was like one of maybe 3 competitions I went to. Really dope. Now, before I forget, that Jimi Hendrix shit you just said. You don't understand how much I dislike Jimi Hendrix with a fucking passion, for the simple fact that I play real guitar now. And if you're a black man that plays guitar, that's the only nigga they compare you to. That is the fuck it. And I just grew to immediately hate Jimi Hendrix. Ain't got shit to do with his music. It's just Jimi Hendrix. Fuck him. Fuck you for being, for some reason, like the guaranteed only black man. There's so many other black guitarists in the world that motherfuckers just look over. It's between Jimi Hendrix and what's that other nigga that everybody like?
Lil Wayne.
My brain hurt when you said that shit. Like, it actually hurt when you said that shit. No, there's another motherfucker that sings that song, I Want to Get Away. I can't remember his name. Lenny Kravitz.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the only other tokening. But he's like mostly Jewish, so people don't count him either for some odd reason. And his daughter's extremely attractive, so shout out to Lenny Kravitz.
I still have not seen Batman, but
no?
I heard good things.
Same here. I actually heard a lot more good things than I did negative, so now I'm kind of intrigued. So I'm going to check it out. I'm going to gladly check it out. So much for a setup. That was a hell of a setup, right? But there's a reason why we brought you in today. The big reason.
Okay.
So in a previous episode, you told me, and you said you were ready to take everything that I had to give to you. You were like, watch Bel Air. 100% watch Bel Air. You endorse Bel Air with a passion, right?
Still do.
Do.
I've watched like cast interviews and some more shit.
No shit. I watched my first episode today. I wanted to make sure it was fresh. I literally watched the episode. I signed up for Peacock and everything today and watched it. And I was like, as soon as I'm done, I'm going to just let them know how I feel about it. And my brain was in such the right place. I'm like, when we shooting? That's all I can really tell you. I was like, when we shooting again? Because I want to make sure it's fresh. And you ran over, so you knew what it was going to be. It's not that I dislike it.
Okay.
I have a completely, I think, different perspective on what most people are going to give it.
Okay.
Bel Air is a show that I'm going to classify as, who the fuck did you make this for? Because it wasn't made for the fans of Fresh Prince at all. I don't think so.
I think so. I feel like it's... continue.
So I don't feel like it was made for Fresh Prince fans. I think it was made for people who might have kind of half-assed knew it, but didn't watch the show. So I was like, okay, I'm going to take aside that it's a reboot, because that's not fair. You can't, compare Gold to something else. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to take it as a show on its own. And then that's when I had a harsh realization. This show is not meant for anybody, because that show's been done. All they did was just add a different layer to it. It's another TV show or another movie. It's a nigga with problems, and then they just moved him out the way. That show's been done. That story's been told. I've heard of it. Only the difference this time is the family they moved him to had a lot more money. He didn't just go from the hood to the suburbs or from one city to another city. They took him from the hood to fucking Richmond. That's the only difference. But that show of move him out of the hood so he doesn't get killed, I don't watch first 48 episodes with the same fucking story. It's the same shit. So now when you break it down to just that nucleus, it's just like, all right, so the story's been told. So the drama's already been told before. And again, granted, I'm only one episode in, but to me, it wasn't even funny.
Oh, no, it's not a comedy, though.
So there's no comedy. The references to the original Fresh Prince, they should have just done away with. Because every time he referenced the original, it made me sick to my stomach. Because it was like a throwaway line. Like, I can tell, and again, I don't write often, but I write enough to know when you are force-feeding a line. Like, when I could smell a line coming from a mile away.
Wait, which one is that? Because there wasn't too many of those.
So in the first episode...
in the first episode?
First episode, yeah, it was a lot. It was, where you from?
Episode.
Fresh, West Philadelphia, born and raised. I'll let that slide. That ain't that bad. But it was just like... you didn't have to say it like that. That's all I'm saying. You just said West Philadelphia. I get it. Born and raised? Yeah. Kept the conversation. You didn't have to say West Philadelphia,
but
born and raised.
It's the first episode.
I get it. So that's why I was like, I'm going to let that one slide.
Okay.
I was like, that's the one I'm going to let slide. But then there was another line. I'm trying to think of it off the top of my head that really bothered me. It was when he was explaining why he got that. And he was like, well, I got into a little fight. My mom got scared. And I'm just like, well, you could have left that out. You 100% didn't have to put that line in there.
Did you though?
Yeah,
but did you though? Because of their lack of a theme song. No, they have a theme song, but
just
it's
wasn't
like
shown.
10 seconds.
Yeah, it was 10 seconds.
It's damn near an anime thing when they go to commercial and then Full Metal Alchemist. That's damn near what that is.
True enough. I'm not mad at that.
But in the first episode, you do have to. They do it a lot less. They don't do it as much episode like 2.
I believe.
Like they do nods, but that's like the really only time they do word for word recalls. It is. Did you have more to get off?
No, go ahead. Because now we can just have a full debate.
It is for. Okay, it is intentionally made for fans of the old one. I know that because that's all Peacock does. Peacock has a fucking Saved by the Bell reboot.
What?
Because fans of the old might want to go watch. They have it's the same thing with Fuller House. It's in the same vein as those.
That's the difference. Fuller House had 90% of the original cast.
Yeah, okay.
So I could have seen
that's a sequel.
Right.
But it's in that vein. So it is for older people. It's 90s fishing though. Not fishing, but it's for 90s kids that saw it and are into like dramas.
Right.
Like I did not click on the new Saved by the Bell, but that's either a comedy like the original or a drama. They did it for Archie. They made a live action Archie.
Yeah, which I heard about. I haven't seen it yet.
Apparently motherfuckers was dying. I don't know.
That seems a little too much
real
for me.
dark. They did a dark ass Sabrina reboot on Netflix.
That sounds terrible.
I didn't watch that either. I'm hard on reboots, but it was look. It's something about this show. Maybe it does have something to do with the fact that he was picked by Will.
Right.
It is something that, hey, the family actually looks like these niggas might actually be related this time.
Yeah. No, I give you that.
I like that the modernization because Fresh Prince was so 90s that it could, I haven't did a whole binge of it. It could not age the best because it was so 90s. So for this to be 2022, this drama shit is in. Motherfuckers love Euphoria. They about to do a Degrassi reboot that I know is gonna be drama. That's on HBO Max.
Yeah, and that's gonna hurt my feelings, but I'm gonna see something to it.
I loved it. I loved a version of Degrassi, and then after that, the next generation after that, I was cool with.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if I watched Degrassi today, I wouldn't know none of the niggas that I had. They're like, I can't. I ain't got no attachment to you.
Yeah, no, that's
like
100%.
like it ended with like Allie, like Sav's younger sister, their generation.
Damn, they went
ended.
that far?
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
Pluto, shout out to Pluto TV. Look, sponsor me, HENVINCIBLE. That's me. Look, I have put so many people on to fucking Pluto TV. They have dedicated. Look, this is not an ad. But they do have a 24/7 Degrassi channel.
No shit.
Yeah.
That upsets me. But I understand because Degrassi's won a long series. It's like fucking One Piece level at this point. Not a
They got a 24/7 One Piece channel, Naruto. They got a Tokusatsu channel that runs like Super Sentai and like Ultraman and shit.
I like that.
They even got like Carol Burnett, game show 24/7. It's a lot. I can show you after.
Yeah,
they got an app. That's what I used to watch at work. But yeah, I like that it's really relatable. Like kids these days are this is a mental health age, and motherfuckers cope with it how they cope. Motherfucker might do some Xanax. I don't know. Like Carlton. Motherfuckers get and jammed up, and just in your normal life of regulating, you might have to interact with some gangsters,
right?
And the motherfuckers might try you, and you might need to defend yourself. So you might be balling, and motherfucker check you extra hard, trying to jump your mans. You might pull a gun from your book bag, and everybody ain't got an uncle that can get the gun charges expunged, but he does,
right?
And you go to a school, you know you. You're not one of these people that has to like put a mask on. You are you and comfortable as you. But your cousin got this persona where he the man at school. So y'all bump heads immediately for some shit that ain't even your fault. Later, no spoilers alert, but it's explained. Hey, I gotta be on top of my shit at school. Trying to be valedictorian. Family on my ass because dad decided to run for fucking office. All that shit piled up. Then you come, they love you. They not on your ass because you from the hood and you need to be you delicately. And then you get with my ex when you get here. Yes, nigga, I don't like you because you are the last straw that broke this camel's back. I like it. I like the content creation shit of the sister trying to find your way and do it your way. I like it.
Right.
And they're treating it with respect. There are some reboots that do not treat the original property with respect.
No, I get that. I think that's not where my gripe is. And you've brought up a lot of great points that I'm ready to dismantle. I've heard your spiel though. Because I truly, and I think the fans get it too, I understand why people like it. There's plethora of reasons why to like it. If it wasn't, I put it this way, if that story wasn't told 1,000 times over, to me, I could ball with it. Here's the reason why I can't fuck with it though. And that's past it's already been told. So, Will handpicking this motherfucker? Not the problem. Everybody's acting chops is on point. I will give it that too. You also brought this up last episode. Jeffrey might be on some shit.
Jeffrey a gangster, goddammit.
I don't know exactly what it is, but when he rode up on that car, when he tried to dip, and he threw up that 200 real quick, I'm like, he did that the right way. Where I'm like, he done been in some shit multiple times where he don't give a fuck about nobody's nothing. So I'm not saying the characters are wrong. Here's the reason why I got a problem with it. First of all, Will, 100% unlikable character. They knew Will. I do not like him. Period. Damn. Whatsoever. And it ain't got nothing to do with acting. The way that they set him up pisses me off. Now, it could be because I'm older. Maybe I'm wiser. But I have this good ability to try and drop myself in their shoes. And it's just because maybe I'm a different breed. Maybe the way I grew up was different. But first of all, I'm gonna hit this bit by bit. Will being a star athlete, great. I was rocking with him, all good shit. A little bit of a ball hog, but ain't got shit to do with me. Everybody know that one high school baller that is like, I'm making it to the league and this is all I got. So I ain't even pissed off about that. That's cool. I started getting irritable as soon as this motherfucker went to go play ball with the drug dealers. Now, first of all, I done had many encounter with drug dealer niggas. I'm not finna go hoop with these niggas. Ever.
Have they ever called you a bitch?
Yes.
I was gonna say
to my
if they
face.
Called you, but okay.
To my face, they didn't call me a bitch. And I'm just like, nigga, I'll be that today.
Okay.
And it could be on some shit that actually matters to me. But you know what? At the end of the day, I know you a drug dealer and you a killer. And I ain't that nigga. Like, I'm trying to be on
I
my
wasn't because ball wasn't my sport. Oh, if the games was like, oh, you try to play a video game, nigga, I'll bust your y'all trying to duel? If y'all want to take these to the fucking duel courts, nigga, with some duel this, I'll fuck you up, this gangster nigga. But maybe not.
But that's it. There's a harsh maybe not in your head.
Yeah.
And 90% of people head like, maybe this ain't the move to make. You
Definitely not, because I came up when niggas was getting robbed for Yu-Gi-Oh cards with niggas that was never going to play a day in their life.
Thank you.
So
you understand.
Right, no.
I don't give a fuck what it is.
No.
There's no excuse for that.
Yeah.
Pride be damned. And the way they even set it up was like there was no reason for it. So you go to play ball with some thugs and killers. Already kind of stupid. Then when lead drug dealer niggas show up and like, we're gonna put some weight on it. 2,000 if you win. If you lose, come sell for me. First of all, again, me knowing drug dealers.
No.
That ain't never a deal that's ever been made. I'm gonna put up some money for an employee. No, that ain't how that shit work. I need you to work for me. Who the fuck is Will that they really need this nigga to move weight that bad? Like everybody in 20 minutes, they've been trying to get this nigga to move weight.
See, it's a little different because motherfuckers have asked me to sell drugs for them before. I get it the way they look at the appeal of a salesman at this point. Motherfuckers ask me because I'm unassuming to motherfuckers that would probably cause trouble, like security in my case, or the police. I guess fat, chunky nigga with glasses, unassuming, I guess.
Maybe. That's a possibility. I get that.
Also, the flip side is, this motherfucker is the star athlete. He probably parties because he's 17. Motherfucker might be a good salesman. He got the bitches, you know. I don't know. I'm saying is the aspect of a salesman is probably why they was on his ass. I don't know why they wanted a little light skinned nigga either. But
it was just, I can understand your point. I'll give you that. Touche. It was just a little harsh. It was forceful. Like this nigga was like if he was like a star salesman.
Because the thing is, he's probably been trying to recruit this nigga.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like I felt that like this wasn't the first conversation, and it was probably not the 100th conversation.
They know him because he's the star athlete.
Exactly. So the fact that they just keep pushing, cleanly edited at some point. Anyway, the fuck was I saying? Yeah, heated. Mm-hmm. No, it was the aggressive salesman taxes that bothered me. Yes. The aggressive trying to get him to sell that bothered me. I'll let that slide.
I'm surprised you ain't have the beef with him fucking blatantly ignoring his best friend's decent advice of let's just go the fuck home.
I was getting there.
Trey was me as fuck.
100% I was on my way. So that's the second reason why I stopped liking him. When I really pieced together that your boy told you to stay your ass in the house, your mama told you to stay in the damn house. I don't know about you, but when two people tell me something, that's a sign like a motherfucker. When they own their way.
You've also lived through all the shits that you have not said no to.
It's been a lot of shit I've said no to. It's very little that I'm like, I'm going to try it.
Yeah, but this is a 17-year-old young bull from
I get
Maryland.
That. But what I'm saying is, I did the same shit when I was younger. That's what I said. This is where my bias is a little different. Because I'm not going to say I was a smart kid or a good kid.
Yeah.
But there's a tick in me that I'm like, shit's going all right. I'm not fucking up. I'm halfway decent at school. Not the best. Yeah. But I got some shit going for me. I got a few expectations for myself. And I don't want to.
I'm also pretty sure the murder rate is higher here than in West.
True enough.
So the death was a fucking motivator or demotivator early in our lives.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. But again, if you're going to tell a story then.
Yeah.
You should listen to your boy and your mama.
Yeah.
And when they was on their way, here's my thought. And this is what I got slightly pissed off. Is when his boy said, fuck it, let's go. But I'm bringing a pistol with me. We're going to need it for protection. And your dumb ass said, man, keep that shit tucked. I don't give a fuck what you bringing that shit for. You shouldn't be bringing. He said himself, shouldn't even be bringing that shit, but keep it tucked. Who pulled the gun first, though?
Because they was finna make orange juice out this nigga. They was feet. God damn. My man's is getting stomped because of me. He's getting stomped because of me because I didn't say no. So let me not. And if he would have jumped in, it would have been two niggas catching feet. So let me dispel.
So here's the reason why.
Also, God damn, the police came fast.
That's right.
For a hood in Philadelphia.
2 shots, nobody called, and they showed the fuck up. Bullshit. But I get it. But that was gonna be another gripe, and different than what most people believe. So not only did you pull a gun first, here's why. I told Kelly the same thing. I'm from the hood. I'm hood as fuck. I might not perceive it or show it, but there's some hood tendencies in me, and I know a phrase when it needs to be said. When your boys is getting jumped, and they say, "Hey, such and such, your name," that means come help me, ASAP. That's all they need to say. There's a difference between, "Hey, come help me," versus, "Hey, yo, get the shit."
He couldn't say get the shit because his fucking feet.
I heard him clear as day say, "Hey, yo, Will, help me."
It's 6 of them.
I don't give a fuck.
I give a fuck.
3 on 3. 3 for me, 3 for you, man. We finna hit this shit like Vegeta and Goku.
Them niggas, the 3 for 3.
I'm just saying, nigga. I done been jumped.
Fucking
I done witnessed
Victor
niggas get jumped.
damn near handled both of them little niggas.
Probably.
Okay.
I'm not saying that they could have put up the fight of all fights.
I'm saying, you want me to both get our ass beat, or you want me to dispel this shit? Now,
if this shit's your fault,
it is.
If it's your fault, you come catch these hands with me.
Oh.
You come catch these hands with me immediately. Because I'm not finna be. He squared up. Mind you, Will threw the first punch too.
Yes.
So Will threw the punch, got his boy's ass whooped for no ass reason, and then pulled the gun. Mind you, smartest motherfucker in that entire situation was his boy. His boy told him, don't show up. Mm-hmm. His boy shouldn't have brought the pistol, but brought the pistol for just in case. Never reached for it. Got his ass beat. Never gave him the nigga term, "Hey, yo, get the shit." Because he's like, it's hands. We just gonna throw hands. Nobody had a pistol on him. The only nigga with the pistol that they knew of already dipped. So there was no pistols involved.
Hey, he left.
Dude that threw the basketball, crack old boy with the basketball, and ran immediately. Oh, yeah. And that was the only nigga that they knew had a pistol at the moment.
No, the main drug dealer had one on.
I didn't see him. with one, so maybe that was on me then. But I didn't see him with one. But he didn't pull shit either. He took the basketball to the face, backed off, let his boys jump him. Which again, I've been jumped before. Normally it's the same scenario like the meme, nigga. Fight back, nigga. They just beating the shit out of you to beat the shit out of you. They is not finna fuck him up that bad. It was don't start no shit, won't be no shit jumping. That's how I felt. Now that's just my hood senses kicking in. But I felt like that was a fuck off.
I mean,
learn some respect.
Some sore loser shit.
Possibly. And all it could have been. But I guarantee you nobody was finna get fucked up royally over that shit.
No, Will won.
What I'm saying is
salty nigga through the basketball.
Salty nigga through the back. What I'm saying is the drug dealer and his boys was not finna off nobody over that game.
No.
They might have beat his ass. They might not have paid him. But wasn't nobody getting off. Will had no need to grab that gun whatsoever.
Hold on. Is your verdict that you would not watch a second one?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Already. So I'm letting you know I'm not watching the second one. So if you finna spoil some shit, it ain't a spoiler.
To the people at home.
If you a fan of me, you ain't watching this shit.
Damn.
I'm just kidding.
Shit.
So I blame Will for the entire lead up. All of that shit was his fault, which I don't know if they really harped on. but it's all his fault, 100%.
Yeah.
And he should definitely learn to cope with that shit because you fucked up a lot of lives. Then he was many shit that pissed me off.
That, and he also goes like a mini like PTSD thing about the getting fucking the police thing.
Oh, okay. So that's glad you mentioned that because now I get to throw my next gripe. I love they didn't have to say nothing, but again, I feel goofy shit when it comes. The quickness that them 2-3 white cops showed up was definitely like a white cops is bad scenario again, which I'm 100% over with. I'm not saying that cops are great.
I did not take that at all.
Oh no, I felt that shit immediately. They were looking for another white cop bad scenario. Now again, and I don't know how it plays out later on, but if he had PTSD, I know they playing the fiddle to the crowd is what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
No, it wasn't PTSD because it was like, I don't know. I can't defend. I didn't catch that, but it was PTSD of getting arrested.
Right.
Not they didn't say, oh, white cops. None of that. It wasn't that. He has another interaction with a white person of authority, but that's just because it was at Bel Air Academy. And
right.
It was like they ain't got no black staff members there.
I can believe that. So that ain't
the only black staff member in the original was their mom. Aunt Viv worked there.
Yeah, I forgot about that. But again, they didn't really show the school life terribly heavy anyway, because it was like the hallway.
Not in that episode, no.
Right. Well, I mean, just in general, the original show. The original show doesn't have school life at all. Almost, it's like them in the hallway setting up for something else, and then that little cafeteria, like whatever spot they was eating at, where Will ended up working later in college. Right. But school life was kind of minuscule. So again, I'm not saying it wasn't, but that white cop bad tendency typically kind of pisses me off. And it's, again, this is me personal bias. Never had an issue with a white cop in my life. But goddamn, every black cop I've ever dealt with got a hard on. Every rip. Either yelling extra hard, they just seem like they heated for no fucking reason. And had a black cop, mind you. All the cops I've been dealing with. Black cop's the only cop that pulled a gun on me. Immediately. So again, that might be personal bias, but I have a huge.
Once upon a time, I don't know right now. So if you pull me over and you're a cop, this ain't the shot at you. It was because they felt like they had something to prove to the white officers.
Yeah,
it was like to prove, oh, don't be fucked up towards me. I'm harder on niggas than y'all got to be.
Right, and I think that's. And I've spoken with people kind of in that environment. And they don't like that shit either. At least the white cops. They hate that shit. They're like, you ain't got to do that shit. Like, I don't know who the fuck you trying to prove anything to. Like, I'm not that type of person.
Like, what? That's like, it was like that a lot in like the 90s movies.
Yeah, no, I get that. And that's what I'm saying. Like, but most of the white cops weren't even feeling that shit either half of the time. They just be like, ugh, that's kind of weird. Or they like, I don't know how to react to it. So when it looks like, oh, they co-signing? They just be like, how the fuck do I handle this? Like, is it wrong for me to step in between them because they look How many times have you ever talked to a white dude and it's like, can black people actually be racist to black people? They don't even know.
I've never gotten asked that.
I've been asked that plethora.
I've got asked that by other black people.
Yeah, and a lot of motherfuckers will say, no, it's not possible. Bullshit. I've had more racial interactions with black people than anybody the fuck else. Now, again, that might just be me.
Yeah.
But I've had plethora of interactions with white people, Hispanics, Asians. But niggas seem like they just be like on some shit, and it bothers me sometimes. And
sometimes it's like crab in a barrel shit.
Yeah. But
I've also had a lot of like uplifting brothers in a struggle type shit interactions.
Oh yeah. And funnily enough, it'd be from the niggas that you don't expect it from either. And it never be like the intellectual nigga that like.
I've mainly had it from that.
Really?
Yeah.
I think that's to me the bane of my existence is intellectual black people, and I don't mean like actual intellectual, but like false intellectual.
False intellectual.
Those motherfuckers bother me.
Oh yeah, no, they're annoying.
Yeah.
Fake woke niggas. Yeah, they're annoying.
Shit, woke niggas in general bother the fuck out of me. No offense, because I know I had to mention to you not to call me king.
I'm woke adjacent. I definitely my usage of the word nigga would probably it lose that don't be on like some people uplift shit, but
Right.
I do.
I think there's a difference between looking out for your peers and woke mentality. I think that's where there's a stark difference.
Yeah.
I don't mind lifting people up. I understand we all
most
brothers
of the
from
woke
the
shit be like memes. Like I'll say like I'll call somebody king, but there's also been a day where I was having a fucked up morning and somebody called me king and I was like, fuck, I didn't know I needed to hear that, but shit might be all right now. I've legit dead ass had that moment.
Right.
So it's like, okay.
I get it. Maybe that's just a compliment based thing, and it's just like an easy compliment. But shit, try hard. Give me a real compliment, man. To me, it's lazy.
But how hard do you want a stranger to compliment you?
It ain't gotta be a compliment. It ain't gonna be like a hard compliment. It's like, man, nice shoes. Nigga, you know how often motherfuckers say nice shoes, and I'm like, damn, you get a little pep in your step after that shit. That's some shit that I've actually had to soul search and understand that men barely get compliments as is.
Men don't get to black men don't get to even talk about like mental health for real.
No, I don't.
Like I'll be like, you already know. We've already talked about the shit that I be like going through, and it's like, who really, honestly, truthfully gives a fuck?
Nobody.
Cause black men can't even talk about like other black men about it, because it's like,
no,
yeah, shit fucked up. Got to keep moving. Nigga. Like it be that, or if people do give you the openness to talk, it's only to a certain extent. They don't really always come to me with your problems, but you can come to me with problems sometimes. But it's like, if you open that door, I'm a human all the time.
Right.
So like, motherfucker, give me a window. If that's the case, I don't want to hear your shit except Tuesdays and Thursdays. I might be really fucking mad at you for telling me that on Wednesday, but
understandable.
And there's also times where I'm out of spite. I'll be like, no, nothing. I'm fine. That's really why I'm okay. The realest shit I ever heard in a rap song, it was by Moneybagg Yo. I tell everybody I'm good, because what you gonna do if I'm not? What if I actually unload on you all my problems? What the fuck are you gonna do after? That's why sometimes, you know, The Office, when motherfuckers look at the camera and be like, okay, you've given me this information. What do you want me to do with it now?
Well, that's...
So, no. Oh, how you doing? Oh, I'm cool. I'm okay. I'm alive. I'm making it.
True enough, because I've been there and done that.
Like,
so here's my thing, at least on that note. And I don't do it often anymore, but I used to. I would give everybody an out when they come to me with real problems before they even fully divulge. I'm like, I feel it. I don't mind being a shoulder, but I'm going to give you one question ahead of time every rip. Do you want my answer or do you want your answer? Because a lot of people come to your problems and they want
they answer.
And want they answer.
That they
say something
know,
to make me feel better type
or
shit.
Or they know, but they want... See, it's not always one to be told what you want. Sometimes it is another perspective.
Mm-hmm.
I know that this is probably what I should do, but I feel like I'm nuts. So let me fucking survey it.
Yeah.
And hey, I might be right. So then let me move accordingly.
And that's why I used to do that a lot. For one, because I had a shit ton of female friends, and I learned that the hard way. They never want answers. Women never want actual answers. They just want to hear. If you say that, all you gotta do is just like, man, that's crazy. That's fucked up, man. They did what to you? That's all the fuck they really need. And if bullshit you not, but it's true. Because that's all the fuck they want. But if you try and give them a fix, oh, you done fucked everything up. Because they don't want to hear how to fix the problem, because half of the time it's their fucking fault. But tell me I'm wrong.
I plead the fifth.
Exactly. So I used to give everybody that out for two reasons. One, because you might not want to hear my answer. And two, I want you to hear the bullshit before you even say it. Because if I give you that option ahead of time, and then you tell me that, oh, I just need to hear what I need to hear, then you know what I'm finna say is all bullshit. It might make you feel better in the moment, but in the back of your mind, you're like, damn, he might have had some real shit that might have helped me. And I just passed that information up just to be salty on my own. And if people just, and that's what I said, I'm very shoot 'em straight with a lot of my problems. It's like, yeah, I get most of my shit's my fault. If you tell me this shit's my fault and then give me a viable option out and I can't reason around it, then it's on me if I take that advice or not. A lot of motherfuckers don't want accountability. And to your point, and you say, oh, because you said a lot of black men don't get the mental help they need, it's because a lot of black men don't want to assume fault. Some of the shit in your life is your fault. Not all of it. Don't get me wrong. We all dealt bad cards sometimes.
Yeah.
I get that shit. But you got to play your hand one way or another. And if you just sit there and just like fold every rip, at some point, man, you can't be mad that you ain't winning. You folded every fucking time you had a chance to.
Yeah.
So, at least that's my take on it. That's my take. Real shit or not, say what you want to say, but I'm going to leave it at that.
Yeah.
It's way off of Will Smith, Fresh Prince.
Because it's like, yes, he's faulted. He's faulted. He's 17. Mm-hmm. He's also main character syndrome. Some of these fuck ups gotta happen because somebody gotta move the story forward.
True enough.
So I've got how you feel about Will. And you touched on Jeffrey. How did you feel about the rest of the family?
All right. So let's start with the parents. Uncle Phil. I think they were ready to cast him like almost every father figure in every TV show. They were trying to show the negative side of him. And I don't think they're going to highlight his positivity. Now, this is just me because I'm only one episode in. Mm-hmm. But they really kind of started off with that head clash between him and Will right away. And like, oh, he just trying to do this shit, you know, because he's trying to run for office. Even my girl was like, he just cares about his job now. He don't even give a fuck about the family. I'm like, why do you think men work? I don't do this shit for me. I did it for my fucking family. I'm trying to put y'all in a better place.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, and if they follow anything from the original story, Phil came up from the same fucking hood. He didn't just get to fucking barrel out of nowhere. He came from the hood and worked his way to fuck up. And ask any father, black or white, what do you want for your kids? Better than what I have. Mm-hmm. Whatever I got, I want them to do 10 times better no matter fucking what. Yeah, it might seem harsh. It might seem fucked up. But yeah, he might be on his son hard because he's, running for office. But he's also hard on the son because he's like, you're the only son I got. Mm-hmm. And I want you to be a man, a true leader like I am. That's some old school fathering shit that maybe seems harsh to people. Hate to say it that way because most motherfuckers ain't got daddies. Hurts. But I had my pops and I had my granddad. And both of them were kind of like that, where they was just like, I want you to do what I did and some. Don't do what I did because it just got me here. Do that plus because I know you can. I worked hard to get you here. All you got to do is keep going forward. Mm-hmm. And that's what I felt out of Phil. And it seemed like it had a darker tone to it, which bothered me. When to me, that was the bright side of the original show. Was they had a strong father, just like all the other shows that I used to watch as a kid. It was a strong father figure that would do damn near anything for his kids. He pulled Will out of jail. He slightly mentioned in that first episode, he was like, man, I've been feeling for that kid ever since his father, and they kind of left it at that. And I'm just like, dude, he ain't on some bullshit. Maybe he is, maybe he ain't. But I'm like, I felt like Phil was a real dude.
So, spoiler, y'all, you don't give a fuck. The argument you said for Will is an evolution that he goes through up until, well, I gotta see how they end because the season finale is this week.
Okay.
But that's an evolution that he comes through. That's also an evolution that Phil goes through, or his portrayal even, not even like just his character. Yes, he's running for office, but he also recognizes that his family, that the strain that it has on his family, who are just trying to, everybody's like just having a moment. Like, this is just, like, you can't pause shit when shit going on.
Right.
Like, yeah, all this shit is happening. You just happen to also be running for office. So yes, he's fucked up on, he's hard on his son. He is his only son. That's addressed. Why he was stern with Will is addressed. How even the connection to his past, that's an episode. How Will and Carlton deal with his past is also featured in that episode.
Okay.
Like, all of this strife of being a family man, and that is explored just under the guise of a drama. Like, he had to pull some strings that wasn't fully legal.
No, I know that. I could
to get
right.
Will out. And people even learning that becomes plot points.
Yeah, because I felt that in the first one. Once he was like, Will just kept blabbering.
And how other shits where he's willing to bend the rules is explored, and how people that know feel about that.
Right.
He comes head to head with Jeffrey in an episode because of a conflict of past. How you feel about the mom?
Personally, I don't think they got far into her in the first episode, so I can't judge heavily. But I get a sense of what they're doing with the character. So same kind of. She's kind of like the support beam for Will, so to speak, as in this harsh, dramatic shift I went through. I understand it, and she might not be fully happy about it, but she kind of just found her way to deal with it. I feel like she might have some kind of weird drinking problem or something in the background, but that's just me speculating. I feel like she has her own method of coping that might not just be on the up and up. I'll put it that way. Or maybe it is, but that's just how I felt like she was dealing with it.
Yeah, I can confirm no, she's not an alcoholic.
I think it wasn't
confirmed that she's not alcoholic.
I wouldn't say alcoholic, but I just feel like she found her means of coping that wasn't as up and up as she kind of made it seem. She was like, look, man, I did what I had to do to assimilate. And I'm like, is it that you just got used to it, or you
it's
found...
not that. It was very much a giving up. What you give up for success.
Right.
Is her character arc.
That's good. So then, if that's the case, they need to emphasize that in a way that's positive. Because I think, to me, what I feel like this show is going, as soon as I seen Jazz made me feel like that a lot of the story is the same typical nigga shit that bothered me. That also was addressed in the original episode, in the original Fresh Prince, was you might be here, but don't forget where you came from. And I've always felt like that is advanced, crab in a pot syndrome. Is don't forget where you came from. Fuck where I came from. I don't give a shit where I came from. I'm telling you motherfuckers right now, when I make it out of the hood, I don't give a fuck about this. In the sense of, I'm not coming back here to do shit for the hood. Except maybe pave this bitch over and build some nicer housing for the motherfuckers that are still here. I will build some nicer shit, but guarantee y'all motherfuckers is finna work and pay for that shit. I don't like that. Don't forget where you came from shit. It eats me the fuck up. Because they say that shit to a lot of black people who have white tendencies. And I don't know if you get that shit, but I get that shit a lot. I get that shit consistently. Because, for the simple fact, you hear how I talk. And motherfuckers like, man, you really have like a proper talk about you and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, because that's English. It's not because I'm hood adjacent or not from the hood. Right in the middle of the shit with everybody the fuck else.
Nah, people typically kind of... It's weird. People know I'm a weeb, but they also judge me for the music I listen to. I listen sometimes. I've said it on here. Sometimes, yeah. Since I've moved back in July, for some reason, I've just really liked more like Chicago rap. So people judge me off like because my music interest, but
I don't see it being a problem. I understand it. I get judged all across the board, so maybe that's just me. Because I'm like that stereotypical Oreo character that most people cast. Where it's just like, oh, you're black on the outside, but you like rock music, metal, video games, anime bullshit.
That happens a lot less just because it's not like... I don't know if people stop giving a fuck or people stop just like, hey, this isn't that shocking anymore.
Yeah, no.
Like, no. Really? It really started when the bad bitches started liking anime too.
Yeah, that always helps, don't it? That's why I was, but I think that kind of shit also made me, fuck, what's the term I'm looking for? I don't know, it pisses me off profusely, because motherfuckers is like, yeah, I've been in the trenches. Like, I don't know if you remember that, H&H bit, and it's like, yeah, I've been watching anime for years. Bullshit. You wasn't there with me in the 90s watching Toonami. You wasn't in the 90s getting your ass beat because you like weird shit. You know what I mean? You wasn't not getting fucked with by bitches because you like fucking cartoons.
See, I got that. I got the women thing.
Mm-hmm.
Most of my bullies also watch Dragon Ball Z, so they didn't fuck with me for that. Like that. Like,
that's
no, I got fat and short, but them niggas like Goku too. So I was like, okay.
Lucky you, man. That was definitely some shit I had to deal with. So it's like that with a lot of things, man. Like, you get to a certain point and then motherfuckers like, yeah, I've been right. No, you weren't.
I also wasn't
jaded.
really
Jaded was the term I was looking for.
Oh yeah, if I put out a rap album, that shit gonna be called Jaded Kiss. don't try. Yeah, I don't know. I've also let a lot of that go. I was real jaded like 2 years ago.
No, I can understand.
Just off a couple things, but no.
I definitely gotten past it, but I think there's just a part of me that's like, that was 90% of my life at one point.
Oh, what I was saying was I never really got bullied. Like, yeah, motherfuckers crack jokes, and it sucked because I wasn't funny then. Like, I didn't honestly become funny until college, where I was like, okay.
Damn, it took you that long.
Yeah.
I understand, though. I think I had to go through stages of becoming funny. So it wasn't that I was unfunny, I just wasn't this level of funny yet.
A lot of it came with, like, wit. You gotta, like, a lot of funny is comedic timing, which I attribute myself to.
Yeah.
Like,
100%, I give you that.
Like, I say shit, honestly, I'll be dead ass and people think I'm joking. It's the timing.
No, comedic timing is perfect. I think it just went from learning how to be funny.
Yeah.
Because I grew up 100% just enjoying comedy from a young age. And mind you, high level comedy. Like, I was watching Bill Cosby's actual comedy when the Cosby Show was still the shit. Mm-hmm. And motherfuckers was like, you watch Bill Cosby? And I'm like, not the Cosby Show. Watch his other shit. It's a little different.
I've only seen like one.
Yeah, he's definitely much more blue than you expect him to be.
The funniest shit ever, like, surrounding Bill Cosby was like the Eddie Murphy delirious thing where he was like,
oh yeah,
Eddie Murphy, Bill Cosby don't like you because you curse too much. Richard Pryor was like, tell Bill I said have a Coke and a smile and shut the fuck up.
100%.
pay your check.
Are we running that fast? Yeah, it has been an hour. No shit.
How you feel about Hillary?
Hillary, is just annoying to me right now.
Damn, really?
But I think that's where she should be. Her level of annoying me right now is what Hillary used to do to me. And it's not in a bad way. You know what I mean? It's just like she's so into herself. I think she's kind of oblivious to certain shit. And I'm like, you know what? Like, the way you described her was kind of off. But I'm like, no, that's exactly how I want Hillary. Is really into herself. Good or bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like that it's a little bit more of a positive and she's not ditzy. But she's just so into herself that she ain't stepping away from herself for 5 minutes.
I like the motivation of why she's into herself. She's into herself because she's trying to go somewhere in her content.
Right.
Before, she was into herself just because she was pretty and her dad had money.
I feel like she's not too much further off.
I mean, yeah,
I think she's through
pretty
content
and
creator.
has money, but she also is trying to get somewhere.
And again, don't forget, I'm only on episode 1, so I don't see the fully development of her. If they left her how she was in episode 1, where she's just like, I'm gonna be on TikTok and whatever, Facebook Live, that's her character. 100%. I'm like, that's fucking fine by me. If you take it anything past that, that's when you're like, I get it, but I'm not mad.
They in one episode they do a spin of her sexy calendar thing.
That's good. That's good because
they do a version of it.
Hopefully it's, well, I know it's not funny, but they should do something funny with it. They should have done something because it was all comedic to me. At least the original time when they did the Playboy shoot. But again, I'm not mad at it. Her character's not bad. She's very into herself like she should be. She's just a nobody's character like she should be. Like, I don't think she's driving any story forward. She's just there. I don't know how she is in the rest of the show, but that's how it felt. She was there. She shows up. She kind of just does what she needs to do to progress everybody else a little further.
Okay.
All fine by me. Too much more would be a problem. I don't want less, though.
Too much more screen time?
No, not screen time. Just too much more character development.
Okay.
Like, I don't think she needs to develop. Her character is fine. Her character is new age old Hillary.
Yeah.
It's fine by me. I have no gripes with Hillary. Ashley, I know they're going to fuck her up, but that's a sign of the times, I think. That kids are much more mentally developed.
Yeah.
In a sense, because they're dealing with more shit. Because we've thrust more shit on children, which I think is a problem.
She only has one storyline this season.
Okay.
Spoiler alert, she's questioning.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
That's yeah.
I'm not touching that for the simple fact that I have opinions that most people don't like. So.
And the villain of the season, how do you feel about Carlton?
Carlton, I'm torn. Because regardless, I don't like him. Because I liked OG Carlton. Okay. But just taking, again, mind you, all my comments are based on this is a story not related to original. I think they're driving it too fast to make him a villain when I feel like my perspective, Will's the villain. I seen it completely backwards. And here's why. So Carlton's already dealing with a bunch of shit. He's got a lot on his plate already. He already seemed like he had beef with Will way back when. You know what I mean? At least not beef, but they bumped heads once or twice, you know?
I feel like it ain't never really said, but I feel like it's like subtly it could subtly be the ill nigga you broke thing. Like he might actually come out and say like, oh, you're like just less fortunate. Oh yeah, you're less fortunate and you're here just scamming off your family with money. Yeah,
they said the same thing in the original, so that ain't shit.
Yeah, no, that's a thing. But then it's revealed what's deeper.
Okay. As I said, I felt that there was something deeper. I kind of knew it in a sense, but it didn't bother me either way. If they had past beef, they had past beef. What bothered me with Carlton was that he was shown. It's literally just because he's shown as a villain when he actually seems like he has the majority of the real, like, personal problems that motherfuckers are just overlooking. Because his personas, you know, like most motherfuckers, like, yeah, I might be dealing with shit, but I'm a show face. You know what I mean? Like, I got to show face because, like you said, who the fuck's gonna give a shit?
Yeah.
So this motherfucker's actually dealing with shit, and then everybody's just like, but Will. And it's like, no, fuck Will. I don't give two shits about Will. So that nigga's actually real. I didn't see any. What I was expecting was like rich boy tendencies, which I didn't see. At best, it might just be my father did this, so I want to at least show face for him. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna bring him down because I'm an asshole. Like you just showed up and want to clown. Like I'm not gonna clown because I got a reputation to keep. And here's where it bothered me with everything with Carlton was Lisa actually. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. That's like bro code 101, my nigga. You don't come fucking with your boy's girl.
He did not know though.
She said so. She said so before they got into it in the first episode. As soon as they came up and met again when he was fucking off, and he was like, yeah, Carlton, my ex, and you're his cousin, I don't know if I should be kicking it with you. She said that outright.
So wait, so no blame is on her for also.
Oh no, I'm blaming her for that shit too. I'm blaming her shit for that too. But what I'm saying is they made Carlton look like the bad guy in that situation. I'm like, no, nigga, that was y'all. Like if I was Carlton, I'd have put the pause on both of them niggas. Like, both of y'all getting paused immediately. Like, I'm slapping the shit out of her. And pushing him in the pool was the least of my problems at that point. Pushing him in the pool because you can't swim? I can't even swim.
Die.
Hey, if I fuck your bitch, I'm fucking with your bitch and I can't swim.
Not fuck.
I'm just saying, he went quick. They just got there. That nigga just got there. The next day, she like, yeah, I was fucking with your cousin. Maybe not. And you like, I got time. Like, you an asshole. You 6 levels of ass, and that is unforgivable shit. To me, that is unforgivable as fuck. You just start off at max level asshole. And I'm an asshole, and I wouldn't do that to nobody. I would never fuck with somebody's ex. That's just some shit you just don't do. Shit. I don't want that to explode. So that actually like profusely pissed me off.
Okay. Oh, how you feel about the gangster?
Who?
Jeffrey.
Oh no, Jeffrey's all good, man. I ain't got no
Jeffrey Jeffrey got a body or two, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
I believe it, man.
Jeffrey done off some niggas.
Wouldn't be a problem. I don't. But again, this might be just me because I don't understand yet. I don't feel like Jeffrey's a butler. I think he just wanted.
He is 1000% not a butler. He's like an assistant.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. I think he's one of,
He ain't cleaning shit.
No, that's what I'm saying. He ain't cleaning.
To my knowledge. And Hillary does the cooking.
Right.
So he's his assistant.
I wouldn't say his assistant though either. I think on paper he might be his assistant.
Yeah.
I think, and again, if they divulge into it at any point,
bodyguard, some shit. Yeah.
I think they was doing some shit way back when.
Yeah.
And that was his boy. So he like, yo, look, I'm making a come up. Why don't you come do some legal ignorant shit with me?
Yeah.
Instead of being out there catching bodies and might go to jail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He might have been a high level crime. I don't think they should make that for Jeffrey, but if it happened, if Jeffrey was over in London, off of some niggas, and he caught a case and he was his, legal defendant, this is a decent story. I can fuck with that. And he's like, get your shit together, come work for me. I pay you kind of decent, but we're just gonna make some moves. I feel like that's kind of what Phil might be doing any damn way. I think Phil's doing a lot of ignorant shit behind closed doors, and it might just all come to a head later. Cause ain't no legal motherfucker in the house that damn big. It ain't happening.
He's a lawyer.
Lawyer, my left nut. The nigga's selling drugs somewhere.
What? No, he was a lawyer with that big ass Bel Air mansion in the original.
But that was the 90s. And money flowed differently in the 90s. And we all know, nigga, inflation is real. Thank you, Joe Biden. You fucked it all up. They said this shit was current. This is supposed to be current. Ain't nobody, lawyer or not. I know lawyers right now. And I'm not bullshitting you. I know a lawyer with 2 roommates. Shit's hard. You think we got it bad. This niggas with law degrees bunking up. So, shit's real out there. I don't give a fuck how good of a lawyer. You ain't affording no mansion for one. Not in no fucking California. And by the way, they in California. Where's the hobos? I ain't seen a hobo yet.
They also haven't done any driving scenes.
True, no, because they just had Jazz on the way though. That was the only driving scene I seen. Them on the way and then on the way back.
Yeah.
I just like, where the hobos at?